Thanks, Mr. Lewis. Item number 6. You're still there?
I'm still there.
Motuoapa water reservoir, design and build.
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. I will take this item as read and answer any questions that arise.
The only question I had, Mr. Lewis, and I alluded to earlier, with the replacement of the wooden reservoirs, is there any value in those once we break down the wood? Do we get a trade-in price?
Largely dependent on the condition. Certainly know that the roof's in terribly good condition, so there's probably unlikely to be anything of significant use.
Yeah. So the software that decides.
Yeah, it's pretty specific to the individual panels of the reservoir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Councillor Cousins.
Through the chair. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for your email too. Time frame if we go for re-tendering, how long will it take us?
Probably 2 to 3 months.
So just through the chair, is this the project? This is the second lot of tenders for this project. Is that correct?
No, that was the Motuoapa wastewater treatment plant that you're thinking of. No, this is the first tender.
Right, gotcha. Thank you.
How many tenders did we receive?
3.
4.
3 that were.
And another 2 were in conformity. Just a suggestion from Councillor Cousins is that you think there's anyone else out there that possibly could price this up?
Certainly the tenders we received are from players that we haven't, we've used them recently, but going back to the Motuoapa wastewater treatment plant, a couple of those players weren't in the market back then and they're now tendering. I don't anticipate that we'll get any significant increase in tender numbers. There might be 1 or 2, but there's not going to be a significant difference. I think the thing to look at is that the tenders, the tender price range is not that significant for a design and build tender, which would indicate that the pricing is pretty good.
Just to recap though, last time we did the wastewater, we saved about $160,000, is that right?
That's right, that was because and we only received 1 tender for that contract.
For the second tender?
Sorry?
For the second time round or the first time round?
The first time round we only received the 1 tender, the second time round I think we received about 3 or 4.
Yeah. I don't see any pressing need at Motuoapa to sort the water out ASAP. I'm happy to seek re-tendering as a only resident here. That's a conflict of interest.
In your professional capacity, Mr. Lewis, how urgent is this job? It's been in our long-term plan for quite some time.
Yes, that's correct.
You're nervous about the state of the facilities now?
Yes, the roofs on the reservoirs do need replacing. They are in a deteriorated state. As I've shown in the graphs last, the average day for the peak month is 430 cubes. Those reservoirs have only got a capacity of 190 cubes. So there is no storage for 24 hours in those reservoirs. It requires pumping to maintain water to those reservoirs.
So just on that note, so the faster we use water, faster the pump pumps, correct? Yeah.
Yes, so it relies on the pumps operating to keep the reservoirs in water. If you struck an electricity outage or a problem with a pump during the summer months, and I would say, well, I made pains that that's an average day in the peak month. That's not the peak day in the peak month. So
maybe just use an example. Again, this last night, I think it was, we got down to, I think it was just under 20%.
It was under 20%.
In that very reservoir last night.
And both of them just one.
They get a shower.
Yeah. 6 hours.
He's a bath by the sound of it.
I was busy.
Okay. What was I going to ask? That's something else. Okay. Sorry, Councillor Eckley.
So, Dennis, if we accept this tender price, would you consider the work being completed by the summer period for the height of the season?
I'm not sure that it would be. Before the reservoirs can be built, there needs to be a retaining wall built.
Okay.
Which is,
So I was just questioning that because if we
yeah,
delay the tender price, obviously we're not going to get them completed. Just, yeah.
Councillor Stewart?
I don't deal in real estate or anything, but I was under the impression that Motuoapa was selling well, and that the place, there was building going on out there. I've been around for a drive run and had a look, and there is building happening out there. People are buying out there, so I don't see that delaying is going to actually achieve anything in any way, because we have got it already in the long-term plan to have this done. So I don't see the point in not doing it now.
So just
certainly there's I mean, you've got 3 tender prices there. As I said, they are quite close together, relatively speaking, for a job of that value. Delaying it, you may get less tenders depending on what's happening.
I'm not wanting to delay it, I'm just saying $111,000, whatever it is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's 20% over.
That's right, that's 50 ratepayers' money thrown.
Through the chair, question for Mr. Lewis. The other 2 tenders were non-conforming. Why were they non-conforming?
They arrive late.
They arrived late.
Yes.
Oh.
So if they arrived late, okay. Were they in the ballpark?
They arrive late.
He didn't look at them.
Mr. Green?
no, I was just going to make the point, but I think we've probably moved on, that just to remind you that you're not making a decision here about whether the project is a good one or a bad one, because that decision's been made in your long-term plan. You're making a decision here just about this tender and whether or not you're getting good value. I think we've probably moved on from that point.
No, you through the chair, you make a very good point, Mr. Green. It's just that this is 20% over what we had anticipated, which is, you know, concerning. I mean, there are a variety of reasons for us why, but it's still a significant increase.
Yep.
And that's, I think, the crux of what we're discussing here.
Through the chair, there's been a number of tenders that this council has approved that have been below the engineer's estimate, which was the budget. So sometimes it's just a balancing act. And what we're trying to have is a culture where people do not over budget.
Through the chair. Just
Councillor
to the logic, obviously, decided budget, but it's all decided to go ahead. So the project and delaying projects, obviously, only get perhaps incur extra costs in the future. I mean, how long you delay for?
Yeah. Okay, all right. Just one final question regarding the firefighting capabilities. Is that an issue going forward if we delay this out?
Potentially, on the average day peak month, it is potentially an issue.
Okay, all right. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll go around. Is there any appetite to delay and re-tender?
Can I please ask just one more question?
Yeah,
Sorry, it's not so much a question, but it's I think it's more than the 111k over. It's like 361 because you're transferring 250k from already existing budget. So I'm not.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's not just 20% over the existing budget. It's actually a hell of a lot more. Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, can I ask through you, Mr. Lewis, who funds the water at Motuoapa?
Motuoapa resident.
Okay, what do they pay as a target rate per 1,000 litres?
Don't have that off the top of my head, sorry.
I'm getting a little bit confused, and I've taken what Councillor Parker said. If we go to the long-term plan, it states 375,000 for the security of supply. When we go to a monthly updates report from the CEO, that also says 375. But then further on in last month's agenda, it talks on 6/31, Motuoapa Reservoir security supply, we've got a figure of 500,000. So I'm a little bit confused here. We've now got that figure of 800 and something.
The Motuoapa Reservoir project is composed of 2 components. One is renewal, because we've got existing reservoirs that need renewal, and we're also increasing the size of those reservoirs. So there's a component of renewal and a component of capital expenditure.
So effectively, the one to replace the reservoirs is that 375.
That 375 is the capital spend, I believe.
And the security of supply,
that's the capital spend.
That's the 500. So that's getting us over the £8. So the two are combined together.
Yeah, I believe so.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll go back to where we were. Councillor Cousins has suggested a delay or re-tender. We're all in favour of the project, re-tender. So is there any appetite for that? So I asked around the room. Councillor Cousins, you want to? Councillor Park?
No, I'm quite comfortable to proceed.
Councillor Stewart?
I'm comfortable to proceed.
Councillor Burnley?
I'm comfortable to proceed, but I would like to know how it would be funded.
Yep, we'll cover that in a minute. Councillor Loddy?
Well, like councillors asked, I'd like to know how it's going to be funded. Because it isn't funded by the Motuoapa residents, they're the ones that are carrying the can. So we're here representing not just Councillor Cousins, we're representing the community. And if we put a larger capital cost on them than may be necessary, so that's something to relook at.
It's in the long-term plan?
Yes, in the long-term plan.
You talk about the extra? Unbudgeted?
The impact depends on the number of ratepayers, because you're actually talking about just the interest and depreciation on the additional 300,000. So that might only be $30,000, for example, spread over the ratepayers. And keeping in mind that one of the big discussions we're going to have for the long-term plan is whether we have district rating for water. So it could actually be just a short-term cost or a long-term cost. But the costs, we'll either have to do it or we don't.
Okay, Councillor Loddy?
Well, I think I might see it go to re-tender.
Okay, Councillor King?
I'd accept the present tender motion.
That's one.
Yes, I'm very happy to accept that.
Councillor Johns?
Not happy to continue. I'd like to see us re-tender and understand how it's going to be funded and the impact on those ratepayers.
Okay, it appears to be general acceptance of the tender proposal there. So I'll now ask for a movement for the resolution, please. David, move, please. Councillor Stewart, seconded by Councillor Williamson. Anyone like to speak against the resolution? I think it's been well documented. Okay, I'll put the resolution. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Against? Carried.
And through the chair, we will send an email out outlining what the impact will be on the ratepayer.
Okay, would you like the against recorded?
Yeah.
Yep.